Hi, guys. Welcome to the podcast. I know you probably saw some new things that changed. Instead of being D&J Baka Animations, we're now a Baka podcast. Yay!
Yay!
So, hi, guys. I'm Deja.
I'm Janae.
And you already know this is a Baka podcast. We changed a few things, to keep it interesting, to get subscribers and view counts up. And I would like to thank you guys for over 900 total views on all our videos. So thank you guys. Thank you. And our new slogan is, we come up to you with interesting and serious topics at a foolish price. So Bakaegies, let's start with our slideshow of High School Musical. Go ahead, take it away, Nate.
All right, we always gotta have a disclaimer because we don't know anything that's Disney Channel.
We sure
Y'all can go
don't.
ahead and read this if you want to, but we're all in this together. So
Pause
if
it
I
if
was
you need to.
you could read that.
Yeah. So let's start, bro. Oh Lord.
You see that?
Okay. So if you haven't heard of High School Musical, I don't know where you've been at. You might be under a rock, but let's just help you out. So the basic premises of High School Musical, the first movie, is about a basketball superstar. He's a star athlete, Troy Bolton. He suddenly meets this girl, Gabriella Martinez, at a what can you say, like a New Year's Eve party?
It was like a cabin, like a winter cabin type stuff. Like it was like a cabin.
So it was like a New Year's Eve party, and they accidentally, the spotlight chose them two, Gabriella and Troy, to sing together for their karaoke party. And after that, they talked. I don't think they really talked on the phone like that, but I'm assuming they did. And so they figured out once school started back for the school year that they go to the same school, and they somehow got mixed up in this winter musicale, which had problems with Sharpay and Ryan, which were usually the ones that do the winter musical, especially since I think at the time Sharpay owned the drama department. And so now, since people figure out that the new high school geek and the high school athlete are a part of the winter musicale, everything started going crazy. And they didn't know who they was. People were revealing that they make creme brulee. They're geek, they dancing on the table, all that stuff. So let's get on to the next slide, bro.
All right, here we got Troy Bolton. And for this one, we put his advantages and his disadvantages. Like, for example, for me, I feel like he cares about what he wants for his team, but at the same time, his disadvantage is that he cares way too much about people's opinion, and he gets very easily distracted. Like, it literally takes him a female, like literally Gabriella, for him to follow his dream finally. Like, I felt like if it wasn't for Gabriella, he literally wouldn't be where he is now.
I say my advantages of Troy is, of course, he's a good captain, he's a good friend. We can see that how he interacts with his team, especially at practice and stuff like that. And his disadvantages, like what Nate said, he worries about what his friends think and his image. But I would say that was kind of typical, especially this type of storyline to happen, especially back in 2006, where it's not, where now as of 2022, it's okay for you to be like, oh, I'm a star athlete, but I'm also on the music theater class. I'm in music theater. I like to act, I like to sing, I like to dance and stuff like that. So as of back then, it wasn't okay for you to be part of a basketball team and then turn around and be like, oh, I'm in a music cal. You, like in high school back then, you have to be one thing, and that's what you're going to be basically for the rest of your life during high school. So next topic, let's go on to Gabriella, my girl Gabby.
With Gabby, I didn't really think she had an advantage, to be honest. I had a lot of more disadvantages because that thing where Sharpay had her on hold talking about, oh, I'm gonna tell everybody at Whiz Kids. Who cares? Who cares that you're the smartest one in school? That's what I said. I feel like there was no advantages with her. Like, yeah, she's very smart and all that stuff, but like other than that, that's all she got. She got more disadvantages than advantages. It's just like she'll literally sit there and believe anything. Like that time where they basically tricked Troy into saying all that stuff.
Oh, that
Like,
was,
I mean, I understand that was real, but at the same time, she should have talked to him about that
I'm
instead
gonna
of
talk
just
about
being
that.
upset.
I'm gonna talk about that. I think the next slide is Chad. I'm about to talk about that situation with Chad. But
Chad a op.
stop.
Chad was
But
not his friend.
anyways, with Gabrielle, I say like her advantages is that she is smart and she's headstrong. Like you never seen. Well, Gabriella was kind of like soft spoken to me. Like she'll probably like go with the flow with it until she gets like really upset. And
Yeah.
and I think well, I say she was quite different than the other girls in like the Disney lineup back in the day. Cause usually if I think well, she did cry, but she was more
She didn't cry about that man.
but I will say she let go. She was like, okay, he doesn't want to do it. I basically only was doing it to basically kind of like hang out with him, get to know him better. And now he basically said he didn't want to do it. He was just doing it because it was like a pity party. Like he felt sorry for me. He didn't want to embarrass me. So I'm just gonna call it off. I'm just gonna I should have stuck with doing my own thing, which was being the whiz kid at the school and just going about my business. And her disadvantages, her feelings for other people gets her caught up, and she doesn't say anything until like the last minute. I can't stand those type of people that does that. Do that. I should say grammar wise.
I hate to say it for the Gabriella fans. She low key gullible.
I,
That's y'all girl.
I love Gabriella, but she just say something at the last minute. I was like, girl, you should have been said something about this. But that's more towards High School Musical 2 than this one. So let's go on to the next topic, bro.
All right, here we got Chad. Chad ain't no real friend for real. You
He
ain't put no advantages for him.
Let me just
I
tell
don't
y'all
care.
something.
I didn't put no advantages for him. He don't deserve it.
Let me tell y'all something. If y'all ever talk to a dude or you friends with a dude named Chad, it's despite him having that cute little smile on his face and that little gift, run.
I'm just saying he was not a good friend. Like I felt like he was not there for Troy for real. Like he was always thinking about the damn team. He should have been captain more than Troy should have. Because it seemed like anything that got in the way. I feel like I'm gonna just go ahead and say the scholarship of Chad was not for it. He did not want her. He did not want his little scholarship to get messed up.
That's for 3, but my thing, I say a good advantage for Chad is maybe because I kind of mixed it up with High School Musical 2 and possibly even 3 as well, but I'm gonna say
and dang one, he was more obsessed with the fact that he wasn't doing what he was supposed to do at the captain. That's why I brought up the fact that when it comes down to them scholarships, he more worried about them scholarships than anything.
I think I will say that Chad is a good brother to Troy. And like
I don't know, he fake to me. That show fakeness. He two-faced.
That's more 1 and 2, but I will say when it's time for Chad to be there for Troy, he will be there.
Yeah, he gonna ride for him, but at the same time, he ain't no good friend.
But he also encourages Troy to kind of like to make the hard decisions. You have to choose which one, no matter what. But I will say, no matter what decision Troy's make, he's still by his side. And also his disadvantage, like you said, he only cares about the team and what Troy. He doesn't really care about what Troy wants. Because like that little situation you said when he was like when they was confronting Troy about this little winter musicale or whatever, like he put the webcam. Who was it? It was that boy. I think it was Chad that did that. That put that little big old eyeball webcam on top of the little desktop or whatever, like the
something like that.
I was like, Troy, you don't see this? Like you do not see this man literally put a random camera up there on a computer. Like I just didn't see why he did that. Like Troy head was still in the game. Like he was doing, I would say for 2006, Troy was getting it. Troy and Gabriella was getting it. They were doing what they had to do. But next.
I just don't like Chad. I like Chad, but at the same time, it's just Chad. I understand you trying to, do what's best for Troy, but at the same time, you got to understand where he's coming from. He was literally afraid to tell his friends that he liked musicals or he liked to sing just because of what they was gonna think about him. But that's okay.
But you saw what they did to Zeke though.
they clown Zeke.
I was like, dang.
But all right, we got Taylor. I didn't really. I mean, you already put a bandage for her, so I just went with that. And I didn't really have a disadvantage for her. I don't really have nothing to say for Taylor. I really don't pay attention to her for real.
Taylor, I say she's somewhat like Chad. Like she's a good friend to Gabriella. Any decision Gabriella makes, especially in like High School Musical 3, she'll root for her. She push her to do things that she doesn't want to do. But also as a disadvantage, it's the same thing as Chad. She's very manipulative and she would do anything to get what she wants. I felt like with Chad and Taylor, I wish they had more time to shine, especially like in High School Musical and maybe even High School Musical 2, because I felt like those two movies were basically like, oh, it's Troy and Gabriella versus Sharpay and Ryan. It just felt that way. I wish they had like more time to give the other characters like Taylor and Chad, Zeke and Jason and all them a chance to shine for real.
Mm-hmm.
But I say she's like Chad. She's just a female version of Chad, a female counterpart. You just can't really trust her, especially in this movie. Next.
Okay. Yeah. All right, Ryan Evans. I actually like Ryan Evans. He was always the one that actually cared, even though, like you said at the bottom, he's Sharpay's lapdog, but he actually was different than his sister. Like he actually wanted to see people do good rather than Sharpay. She want to sit there and ruin people's lives. And I just felt like Sharpay was doing too much, but we're gonna speak on her in a minute because Ryan, he was actually good.
I have like a love-hate relationship with Ryan, and I say I kind of loved him even more when it came down to High School Musical 2, and we're gonna talk about that in the next episode of Bakaegies podcast about Ryan when we talk about High School Musical 2. I say with like his advantage, he does care, and like you can see that he doesn't really want to step on anybody else's toes, and like he'd be like, "Are you sure, Sharp? I mean, we could just do this." And Sharpay was like, "No, I want to do this." And he, like one of his disadvantages, he's just a lapdog for her. And I wish he had a more chance to shine in High School Musical 1 instead of just being like this lapdog for her.
For real. I'm gonna go to the next one. Yeah, Sharpay. I didn't put no advantages for her. Because I feel like she didn't have any advantages, honestly.
I say Sharpay is a good businesswoman. If Sharpay wanted to, she could be a businesswoman. She could probably outdo Elon Musk if she want to, or or Steve Jobs or somebody. She got the connections. I will say I will give her that. When she wants something, she gonna get it.
Mm-hmm. The only thing I got for her pretty much that is a disadvantage. She don't care about nobody but herself. She treats everybody not like she's beneath her. That's the bad part about it. Because when you have people like that, they end up being alone for real. And you see, she end up being alone.
And one of my things with Sharpay, one of my disadvantages with her, as you can see, she's like a very narcissistic person. Like she only cares about herself and maybe Troy. But I don't know if I want to say she likes the idea of Troy. Oh, he's fun, he's cute, like he's sweet. I don't know if she likes the idea of him or she's like, oh, I'm truly like him.
Or like she actually like
him. It's like kind of confusing. But another thing that I just don't like about her, it seems like the whole entire movie she tries to they always try to do some sneaky type stuff to other characters like Troy, Chad, Taylor, even her own brother, Ryan. You wouldn't think she would do something stupid for Ryan, but she'd do it anyway just to get on top. And then the whole entire movie, she plotting against everybody. And then at the end of the movie, she cool with them. And they allow her to be a part of stuff. All that stuff you just did. Girl, no.
For real. We ain't forget
I most definitely did forget. But then as I got older, I was like, dang, I'm kind of somewhat like Sharpay too. Not a narcissistic person, but I will do stuff to get on top. But I do like her outfits though. I think I kind of stopped not liking her, like hating her because of her outfits. I was like, dang, she got a cute outfit. I can't hate nobody with no cute outfit. So I was like, shoot, I guess I can slowly start liking her, I guess.
Yeah.
Next slide.
With the next one, we got How to Fix the Plot in High School Musical.
Everybody just mind your own business. Keep your head in the books and just talk to your friends. Mind your own business, please.
I felt like everybody was always in somebody else's Kool-Aid, literally.
Like
Chad over here, dang Troy behind, trying to figure out what he got going on.
like,
Taylor trying to see what Gabriella got going on,
like
and Troy and Gab trying to fix something together.
Like they really like. I was like, y'all really over here. Y'all making a big deal out of this. Y'all really making a big deal that Troy wants to sing. Troy wants to sing, and y'all over here want to sabotage. Are you sabotaging? Like,
yeah, he's sabotaging.
They pulled it like. I'm like, y'all really ain't got no business.
I just feel like that's how you would most definitely fix a plot. Everybody just needs to do what they want to do. Stop being afraid of what your friends. Basically, the whole thing is him being afraid of what his friends are gonna say, and Gabrielle is afraid of what the whole school is gonna say of the Wiz kid. And we should have put something on there about that dad. I can't stand dads like that. Don't nobody want to always follow your dreams.
Like I'm not living your dream. Like it seemed like I want to say like his dad seemed like he had Troy when he was like in high school. It was like 17 again.
Like he was 18.
It was like in the movie, like that movie 17 again with Zac Efron, where he got his girlfriend pregnant by accident. And he lost his chance of actually going like big or maybe going to the pros. And like
I just don't like his dad. I don't like the fact that he's trying to sit there and tell him, oh, you have to do this, you have to do this. Never asking him what he actually wants to do in life. Because that's how I feel like that's how you really push your kids away, honestly.
I think that, and also you know what, I was kind of surprised, and this is like a spoiler alert for when we possibly get to High School Musical 3, but I was still shocked that Troy still wanted to play basketball. I was like, you don't want to do anything.
He probably actually liked it, but he don't like to be pushed to do it.
But I think that's what it is. I think that's what I was trying to say. Like after like Chad pushed him, his dad pushed him. Basically, everybody pushed Troy, to be a basketball player, like a star basketball player. I was just surprised that he didn't want to. Like, I was like, I thought he was going to pull off that, oh, you know what? I just want to be in theater. Let's just see how theater is. Let me just, let go of basketball for a little bit, maybe for a long time, and just see what theater would do for me. But on to the next slide. Oh, this is
all right. For this one, we had Who Had the Better Duet in this movie. I personally think I like both of them, so I like both of them.
Wow.
But I like Troy and Gabriella more.
I really do like Troy and Gabriella. It's just like the only duets I like that Sharpay and Ryan did. It was like in the later movies, and it's only
I like that. Gonna bop to the top. I like that one.
Anyways, I didn't really care. I don't really care for it, but like High School Musical 2 and 3, on one hand, it was only good.
All right, then here we have a ranking track list of High School Musical.
Yeah. So I thought there was like 11 songs on there, but it was just 10, I guess, because they added a random song on the Google thing. So do you want to start yours, or you want me to start mine?
I'm not gonna do the whole list. I'll just tell them probably like 4 of them, but I'm not doing this whole list. The top is for me is Breaking Free, Stick to the Status Quo, Get Your Head in the Game, We're All in This Together, and Bop to the Top. Those are my top 5.
That Bop to the Top, that's number 9 on my list. I gotta say number 1 is I Can't Take My Eyes Off You. If you had like the extended version, like the extended DVD version like I did, because I was somewhat of a geek anyways, But that song was really it. That little music video, even though they had Drew Sealing singing Troy's part, was Zac Efron's part, it was still good. I like the song. Breaking Free was number 2. It would have been number 1 if I couldn't stop thinking about I Can't Take My Eyes Off You. I say number 3 is All in This Together, and number 4 is Start of Something New. I'll head to the next slide, bro. If we do have next slide.
All right, then I have What Moment Stole the Movie for Me.
This is a new segment that we started.
It's hard to believe that I could.
I love this part.
Oh, this was
This is the audition. This was stole the movie for me.
Did we get the part where you got the emo kids doing it? All right, let me shut up and watch this.
Yes, thank you.
She's like, what is going on?
Hard to believe that I couldn't sneeze.
Sneeze.
Oh, she was like, oh no.
You were always right there next to beside me.
You know,
Alan, I admire your pluck. As to your singing,
no other.
that's a wonderful tie you're wearing.
I was like, she was like, get off.
It's hard to believe that I couldn't
She was my favorite. She was so funny.
that you were always there beside
wasn't
me.
She was really trying to get that part.
This
wasn't gonna get
feeling's
it.
like no other. I want you to know.
He sound off key or key flat.
But yeah, that's the one I think that stole the show for me.
It's hard to believe.
Oh, and want to play again?
Just put names. This right here was it. This what really stole the movie.
heinous example of cell phone abuse is ringing in the theater. What temerity! The theater is a temple of art, a precious cornucopia
dad
of
coming in.
creative energy.
Where's my team,
Hey,
Darvis?
Darvis?
Where's my team, Darvis?
What the heck are those two doing in the tree?
It's called crime.
I am dead. He said, "Where's my team, Darvis? What are those two doing in the trees?"
Perhaps the most
I
heinous
promise
example
you,
of cell phone
what
abuse.
Troy did, that's something I would do to somebody.
For real. And that is our last slide. That was fun to talk about.
That was real fun.
Honestly, every time I watch High School Musical, I remember when it first came out on Disney Channel, just watching it. I could just smell the air. It's just, I don't know, it's just so nostalgic now.
It does bring nostalgia. It just shows you how old I am, how
Basically,
old we are.
yeah.
And I was like, dang,
Basically.
this was
'Cause I was
2006.
like, I think, yeah, it came out 2006, 2007. So we was like 6 or 7 years old when it came
I
out.
was
I was
like,
like, yeah.
when I watched it again, I was like, dang, they had flip phones back then. I was like,
For
I'm
real,
surprised.
the phones were so outdated.
I think one of them had a BlackBerry. I was like, oh my gosh.
For real.
It's all of my iPhones, Team iPhone.
But we glad you guys enjoyed the High School Musical. We really hope you enjoy the next slide that we have coming up. So hope y'all have a great day.
Thanks for watching. Bye,
Bye.
Bakaegies.